amazing representative of this club for the humorous contest next Saturday. I will have the privilege of accompanying him. And so we look forward for that event. This is his second time to share his speech, I guess, and to help him with the practice. So here is Quinn.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Guess what? I'm on time. And I'm on time to give a speech, a humorous speech about my life. What is my life about? Well, like I said before, it's about monkey see, monkey do. Sometimes I see a monkey just like you. But when I said that, I was looking in the mirror. And when I looked in the mirror, I saw a monkey with green ears, eating bananas, climbing off trees like I saw everybody else doing. And one moment in my life that stands out more than anyone else's, when I was at my neighbor's house. He lived down the street, and what his parents do for a living is they import chili peppers. Are anyone familiar with chili peppers? Mm-hmm. Okay. Has anyone ever eaten a jalapeno? Mm-hmm. Does it taste good?
Nice.
No, that's what I said. No. Okay, so then you step it up a little bit. Has anybody ever eaten habanero chili pepper?
Yes.
That's like fire times 3. Now, on top of that, they have what's called, I call them chilitos. In Spanish, we call them chilitos, right? And they're really little red chili peppers that if you take a bite, it will just sing you to the roof. It's like a cartoon where your ears come off, and your eyes pop open, right? So one day, they played a trick on me. And they pretended like they were eating one of these little chilitos. But I thought they were really doing it. So the guy said, hey, if you eat this, I'll eat this chilito if you eat it. No problem. You go first. So he takes the chilito, turns to the side and acts like he's eating it and pretends like he's chewing it. I'm thinking, yeah, this is great. I can do this. And I did it. What happens next? My whole body turned on fire. My eyes started popping out, my tongue started flaming, and my ears started flapping in the wind. I thought I was gonna fly. And when I kept asking, how do I stop this? What do I do? What do I do? And the whole time, everybody's there, they're just playing with me, right? They said, this is a monkey just like you. So when they basically told me, hey, first thing you gotta do is you gotta drink some water. So I drank some water. And when I drank the water, it got worse. I felt like that somebody turned the heat up on my tongue, and I felt like my ears were flapping even more, and my whole face, I know, had to look like I was coming from another planet. So then, next thing I know, I said, well, what do I do now? They said, well, since we were all drinking beer at the time, drinking beer? Yes. Eating hot chili peppers. So they said, grab a beer, drink a beer. So they're all the time drinking their beer, and I'm thinking it's working because they're okay, but they hadn't eaten the hot chili pepper. They drink the beer, I drink the beer. What do you know? I'm on fire even more. Now I really feel like a monkey swinging from the trees. Going back and forth to trying to figure this out. The long story short is, after I drank the beer, I said, okay, what do I do now? I'm running around, I'm trying to find something, trying to find water, trying to find something to cool this thing off. In the meantime, I'm really trying to be cool, because there were girls there too, you know, you couldn't. So I'm trying to be cool, I'm trying to be laid back, and finally they said, well, I know what you could do, drink some water. I mean, they already drink some water, drink some milk. So I went around, and finally we had to have someone go to the store, get some milk, bring some back, and when they finally came back with the milk, we drank it. And they started cooling me off. Well, this was the time when they told me that they didn't really eat the chili pepper. Now, at that time, I was so mad I didn't know what I was gonna do. But I said to myself, you know what? I don't wanna be a monkey like this ever again. And lo and behold, one day when I went to San Francisco, I did it again. Because worse than eating the chili pepper, for me, is the fear of heights. Is anybody here afraid of heights? Okay, well, I went down to San Francisco and followed the street that takes you over the Golden Gate Bridge. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but at this time I was driving a billboard sign. And it's one of those trucks that has a billboard on the back, so when the wind is blowing, you feel the whole truck moving back and forth. So when I saw that, I was looking and I was driving, and all of a sudden, I see a sign that says, last stop before the Golden Gate Bridge. And I looked. I said, what am I gonna do? So I keep driving. I think there's gonna be some way to pull over. And I looked. I said, what am I gonna do? So I'm thinking, I'm just gonna follow the person in front of me. They'll probably know what to do. And when I kept on driving and kept on driving, I kept looking at the person in front of me, and I realized that they were about to go over the bridge. What do you think I did? I hit the brakes on a one-way street and started backing up. And everybody in line, 8 or 9 people in line or in the street behind me, they started backing up. So the point of the story is, don't do like others. And if you're afraid of heights, don't go over the bridge. Read the signs. They were trying to tell me, we're playing with you. But I didn't really see the sign. And now I realize that I don't want to be like a monkey that I see in the mirror. Thank you.
Thank you, Quinn. Please take a moment to fill out your evaluations of Quinn.
Better. Yeah. Gotta get better than that, though. Thank you.